This is the Fairtex BGV9. They're Mexican-style boxing gloves. Their intended use is for bag and pad work or technique work, not heavy sparring. It's a boxing glove from a Thai brand. Its entire design is about being slim, narrow, long, and prioritizing a tight fist and feedback. It has no feature that would make it excel for Muay Thai, nor would it protect your sparring partner. It uses layered foam that leans toward firm because it's meant to absorb shock from heavy bags. The long cuff and slim profile make it feel like an extension of your arm. That said, it's a much tighter hand compartment than other Fairtex gloves. You'll notice the Velcro strap originates from the cuff opening, rather than being anchored further back on the cuff like Thai-style gloves. This is to mimic a lace-up feel that compresses and aligns the wrist to the hand. This is great for straight punches, not great for Muay Thai techniques and drills. The thumb is pre-curved and ergonomic to make for a tighter fist. Muay Thai gloves tend to use a straight thumb, and if you punch with straight thumbs, you often end up jamming your thumb, which disincentivizes you from throwing hard or loss of punches. There's also more eye poke risk. You'll also notice the thumb strap is not connected to the shell, but the inside liner. This gives more flexibility to your palm and thumb, but also any thumb impact goes back into the foam rather than just the shell, so it's safer for your thumb. You'll also notice these gloves have an angled and flat striking surface. This mimics the natural strike surface of your fists. This is why this is a puncher's glove. This also gives you better feedback on your knuckles, but this also makes it not great for your training partners. Now, this particular BGV9 was used for 4 years, 4 times a week on bags and pads by our 115-pound female fighter, and all things considered, it's lasted pretty well. First of all, the leather is intact, which speaks to the quality of Fairtex leather. The seams have lasted except one failure point, which I'll get into later. No tears along the creases, the strap hasn't torn. And the thing about Fairtex, they use good hook and loops. The Velcro is still good. Another thing about Fairtex is their Fairtex patch. It always lasts. It doesn't tear or come apart on any of their gear. It's because they use woven fabric labels that are box stitched. Little things like that show you how well made Fairtex is. Now, you will see a little bit of pebbling, but this is normal and doesn't mean the foam is failing like it does on cheap layered foam or on IMF. This is normal aging of foam. If you press it, it still rebounds. It has a high palm cut along with an external palm strap. This is all in the service of removing resistance to making a tight fist. The liner itself is a smooth boxing liner. It's not spongy on the inside. It's more hollow. The reason being, so you can smoothly put your hand in the glove and there's little friction getting in the way of forming a fist. Now, I said the stitching lasted except for one failure point, and that's at the bottom of the cuff on the splint channel. Every time you punch, it pushes the splint down until it eventually tears at the bottom seam. The owner of these gloves just removed the splints and used them some more until they got new bag gloves. Technically, these gloves can still be used so long as you wrap your wrists well. But once the structure of the glove starts to go, just get new gloves. Why you don't want to use gloves once the structure goes is because they become unpredictable to use. So why take the risk? To maintain your gloves, wipe the shell with microfiber and water or leather wipes. Use a glove-safe spray on microfiber on the inside. Use activated charcoal to dry out the gloves. Carry your gloves in a mesh bag. Fairtex gloves are not a bargain, but they're definitely quality gear, and the leather or even their microfiber synthetic and Velcro always punches above its price point. Fairtex is like a no-brainer if you just want reliable, good quality gear without having to experiment. This even includes their entry into boxing gloves. This is a quality, well-made boxing training glove. I'll put a link to everything I mentioned in the description below. With that said, if you like my educational content, I'd really appreciate it if you could like, share, and most of all, subscribe.